So if you haven't noticed, I've chosen to take some personal time away from YouTube to kind of focus on enjoying my collection and my life. But today I did have to sit down and make a video because I have with me the new Barbie Basics collection to finally look at on the channel. This collection that we have been anticipating for months and months and months is finally here. And this collection was just officially revealed by Mattel yesterday at the New York Toy Fair. And also they had become available on Mattel Creations, but luckily yesterday they also became available on Amazon. So I ordered all mine from Amazon. And let me just be clear, this is only going to be my review of the dolls themselves. If you want more of my opinion on the idea of this brand's revival or anything like that, or the execution of it, I did make a whole other video talking about that, so I didn't have to spend too much time in this one. But real quick, here is the packaging that they all come in. You see, it's very slim, really akin to what Barbie Looks was released in. They all have essentially the same box, except it does have a different picture on the side of each one for whichever doll you buy. Customize, personalize, and play. Every Barbie should have the wardrobe essentials. Barbie Basics makes its comeback with the little black dress, a chic closet classic that always makes its mark. From demure to daring, these LBDs are made with stretchable fabric for a universal fit and paired with timeless jewelry so that all Barbie Basics dolls can wear, share, and style in their own iconic ways. So, yes, this is basically a revival of Barbie Basics, but at the same time, it is a successor to the Barbie Looks collection. And being a revival of Barbie Basics, they don't continue the numbers from the original collection. These all do have their own number system starting with 1. And this is the first wave, which includes 5 different dolls, each with their own body type. Actually, there are 2 original in here. Something that I would love to see is, I'd love to see the more athletic body that they had made for the Brooklyn Barbie be migrated into these collector lines, because that's a whole new made to move body type that I'd love to see them reuse again, and I'd hate for them to forget about. But we are going to be starting out with what might be my favorite doll in this collection, which is Barbie Basics number 1. And here she is straight out of her packaging. I'll remove this little plastic thing here in a second, but this is how she comes packaged. As you can see, the hair, and I didn't expect it to be, doesn't look as good as it does in the promotional image. And they had put this little plastic thing on it to kind of keep it from flying up and shipping. But also her hair does have a lot of product in it as well. This little bob that she comes with. But she comes on the original body type, and she uses the Barbie Looks kit face sculpt. And I love the kit face sculpt. They weren't using it for a while. I was a little worried she was going to end up like poor Frida and kind of be forgotten about. But here she is making her Barbie Basics debut as Barbie Basics number 1. And I think she is so, so gorgeous. I love this facial screening that they gave her. She does have some very subtle neutral brown eyeshadow. These dolls do not have the thick, heavy 2010s eyeshadow that the original Barbie Basics had. And that's a lot of people's problem with this collection, as the facial screenings don't look like they once did. But like I said before, I'm not personally bothered by that. I mean, some of my dolls have more makeup, some of them don't. I love them both the same. A doll's facial screening can definitely influence the personality that she has. Like, if I were to put an original Barbie Basics right beside her, you would think that the original Barbie Basics looked a lot more snooty, a lot more posh, just because of her heavy makeup compared to this more like everyday look. But I love them both in their own unique ways. This is actually the second doll with the kit face sculpt that we have got with this tan complexion. Now, I did compare her to both the soccer player, like the African American soccer player, and the green top yoga Barbie. And to me, she seemed like she's the closest skin tone wise to the green top Mates Move Barbie. So, yes, Timothy, she is a good match for Tiffany if you wanted to get her as a body donor. I really love her hair color, even though it's going to take a lot of work to get her hairstyle to look like it does in the promotional image. It's a very beautiful dark brown color with some lighter brown highlights in it. And as you can see, compared to the original kit, she looks a lot different. And like I said, this is the second doll to be released in this tan complexion with the kit face sculpt, the first one being the pink collection doll that Carlisle Noetta designed. So if you wanted to, instead of spending money on that pink collection Barbie, you could reroute her with a light pink, like dusty rose hair color and kind of make your own dupe of that pink collection Barbie if you wanted to. But speaking of body donors, just like what is advertised on the box, these dolls do have a new neck mechanism, which makes head swapping easier. So Mattel has been paying attention to us, and they know that one of the reasons why Barbie Looks sold so well was because a lot of people were buying the dolls and using them as body donors. So they have made it easier for us in that they have altered the neck pegs. So I'm going to demonstrate it right here. See, that was very, very easy. No hot water required. A lot less risk of breaking the neck peg. So compared to a standard Barbie playline neck peg, which is what this doll has, you see how it has like this, like almost like a fork here. Well, these are really only here to prevent kids from ripping the heads off and, like, I don't know, potentially like swallowing them or something. But us adult collectors, we really don't need these pegs on our dolls' heads, especially in lines like this one where we're going to be ripping their heads off on purpose. It's good that they did away with that and made it more easy for us to customize our dolls, basically. But as you can see, the head goes back on very easily, and it doesn't lose any motion. Like, it functions just like it normally would with the normal neck peg. It doesn't fly off or anything because it's missing those forks. It's a really, really good upgrade to the Mates Move body, and I appreciate Mattel for doing this so much, and I hope that this becomes the standard neck peg that they use for this body from now on. But as you can see, she does come with a little bit of jewelry. She comes with these cute little golden earrings, and the earrings do have a little plastic protector just to keep them safe in shipping. But she comes with these gold little hoops, almost. These little hoops. Another one comes with gold hoops, but hers are much bigger. The only downside about Kit, I would say, is this terrible t-shirt dress that they have her in. And that was one of the things that I was talking about in my first video about Barbie Basics, is that I hate the thought of the one-size-fits-all clothing. I wish they had more fitted clothes that were like fitted specifically for the different body types, but it's literally just a t-shirt dress. She doesn't have anything else on underneath. I'm actually really happy with the kit that I received because she doesn't look that wonky at all. And a lot of these dolls also come with new shoe sculpts. Kit, though, this is not a new shoe sculpt. I know I've seen this one before in Barbie Signature and also in Barbie Playline. But I will say that they're a lot sturdier. Like, you see, they're not as gummy as in Barbie Playline. Like, this heel, you see it's not bending like it's made out of nothing, like a lot of the Playline Barbie heels. So starting off strong with my favorite doll in this collection. And if nothing else, I mean, it's really nice that we have a new affordable body donor for the green top yoga Barbie, which has been discontinued. So moving on to Barbie Basics number 2. This one is on the original body type as well, just like Kit was. And this one uses the Carl face sculpt, actually. Now, I know a lot of people love Carl, and I like her. I like Carl, but if I were to replace any face sculpt in this collection, it would probably be Carl. Because she's used a lot in Barbie's signature, and I would have just loved to have seen more rare face sculpts in this collection, personally. And a lot of people were comparing her to the Tooth Fairy Barbie that came out not too long ago. Now, she does have a more tan complexion than the Tooth Fairy Barbie. I believe that this is the new neutral skin tone. And she does have gray eyes, like a grayish blue eye color, whereas the Tooth Fairy Barbie had lavender eyes. And she actually does have saran hair. She has white saran hair that is tied in this ponytail. Um, but if I didn't have any other Carls in my collection, I think she's a really pretty Carl. Like, I think this is a really pretty facial screening. I love the dark gray smoky eyeshadow. I love the fact that they gave her gray eyebrows. They look really good with her white hair. It makes it look a lot more natural. Her eyeshadow actually, she does have some pink eyeshadow that's right above her eye, and then some like dark gray eyeshadow above the pink. I do think she's a really pretty doll. She's just probably not one of the more exciting ones in the collection, in my opinion. Um, but I do love her silver hoop earrings. Like, this is a really usable piece. There's a lot of like little usable pieces in this collection, especially whenever it comes to the shoes and the jewelry, that I can definitely see myself using in other looks. Now, their outfits leave a lot to be desired, but I actually do really like Carl's outfit. I think it looks really, really cool. I love these cutouts on the sides. I'm not sure if it's inspired by any kind of designer collection or not. You can see that it velcros in two places on the back. And I feel like it's fitted pretty well to the original size body. But I think it looks really cool, personally. I like Carl's outfit. I think she's probably got my favorite outfit out of all of these dolls. And you can see that Carl does not have a new shoe sculpt. If you remember from the Barbie Looks line, Tamika actually came with the shoe sculpt in a silver color originally. So no new shoe sculpt for her, but somebody that does have a brand new shoe sculpt is this new tall Barbie, being Barbie Basics #3, who uses the Claudette face sculpt. And she is definitely my second favorite in this collection, just because, you know, I have a lot of Claudettes, and I love Claudette. I think she's an amazing sculpt, and I'm glad to see her get represented here. And I don't have Claudette in the skin tone, I don't think. So this is really cool. But, you know, Kit's a rarer sculpt than Claudette is, so she gets priority for me. But Claudette is a lot of people's favorite in this collection, and I can definitely see why. I mean, she is very, very beautiful. I love her facial screening. She's got kind of like a goldish copper eyeshadow. She's got brown eyes, and I think her upper eyeshadow is sort of like a pinkish color, a non-intrusive pinkish color. She's got a really beautiful reddish burgundy lipstick color that matches really well with her deep red hair. It's like a purplish red color. It's very, very beautiful. It's saran. All these dolls have saran hair, by the way. And I saw a lot of people comparing this to Tamika. Just for reference, here's my Tamika. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but Tamika has a little bit of a lighter hair color. Like, her blend is just more, it's more like orange almost. Like, whenever you put it beside of Claudette's. Claudette's, like I said, is a lot more like a cool tone. It's more purple looking. Something that I really liked about Tamika's facial screening that's kind of missing on Claudette is that she doesn't have edges. And that's an easy fix. I mean, I have painted edges on my dolls before, so this is something that I can do myself. And she doesn't need them, you know. It's just, to me, her forehead feels a little naked. I don't know. But I love her, and she is so, so beautiful. I think her dress is really cute too. It's got a very well, triangular shape to it. I think it's a really, really cute silhouette. And it's strange. I see they put some kind of like adhesive around her hips, I guess to keep the skirt from flying up. But Claudette also comes with these cute little earrings, and her earrings are actually in two pieces. You can see they've got like the stud that pokes into the ear, and then this dangly part at the bottom, this little hook, is a separate piece. So um, they're kind of threaded together right now, but if you were to cut it, they would actually like have movement to them, which is really cool. It's a little premium aspect about her. um, Now, as far as her skin tone, this is a tall body, and tall is one of the most underrepresented Barbie body types in Made to Move. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm kind of indifferent. I like having it, you know. I like having this other body type. There's things I would change about it, but um, for skin tone comparison, I compared her to all of the other Made to Move Barbies in my collection, and the closest one that I could find to her was the lavender top Made to Move Yoga Barbie. She's not dark enough for June's skin tone, and she's not red enough for the skipper, for the wheelchair skipper. Her skin tone is extremely close to the lavender top, but it's just a pinch darker, just a pinch. I did the skin tone comparisons off camera for the most part, and I noticed that all of the dolls in this collection kind of have a little bit off of a skin tone plastic color blend. Like they're all like barely off from another existing Made Smooth skin tone. But if you were looking for the lavender top skin tone and a tall body, she's going to be a very, very close option. Claudette, though, actually does come with a really cool new shoe sculpt for the tall body, which I love that they did this because the tall body, because it and curvy have bigger feet, it's sometimes hard to find like shoes for them. So I'm happy that they gave us a new shoe sculpt for the tall body, and it's these really, really cool heeled boots in this glossy black color. I think they're really awesome, and they come off just normally. They don't have any kind of like click on them like the early 2000s Barbies had. But I'm super happy to have this new shoe sculpt for the tall body. Now moving on to another Made Smooth body that I am super excited to have. This is Barbie Basics number 4. She is the petite doll in the collection. She uses the Leia face sculpt from the early 2000s. Very strange that they used Leia. I mean, you have all these modern face sculpts, like these like post 2010s face sculpts, and then you have like a random Leia from the year 2000. But I love Leia. And a lot of people were saying that she reminded them of the original Mystery Squad Kenzie, because, you know, Kenzie used Leia's face sculpt, and they both have blue eyes, they have a similar lipstick color, and they're both redheads. So I just thought that I would compare her to the original Mystery Squad Kenzie. Putting them side by side, you can see they look very different, but yeah, the similarities are definitely there in the faces. This Leia is a redhead, but she does have a mostly straight hair texture. She does have a little bit of curl on the bottom, though, which is really cute. And she is a Made Smooth petite body in this new celestial skin tone, which is extremely similar to the Chrissy Yamaguchi Barbie that came out recently, who I have over here as well. And I did compare them off camera. You can see they're extremely close. They're very, very close. It's just this one, the new Barbie Basics, has a little bit more of like a yellowish undertone to her skin than Chrissy Yamaguchi. She might be just like a pinch lighter, but they're super, super close. I was hoping she was going to be like a whole shade lighter, because there are Barbies like the Barbie with albinism that have a lighter skin tone than the Chrissy Yamaguchi, but I still like having an affordable version of the petite body in this light complexion. Now, whenever it comes to her earrings, she just comes with these little silver stud earrings almost. I've seen them put these earrings on both Barbie and Ken dolls before, And I have a lot of Ken dolls that could use these silver earrings, so they'll probably get some use. Leia's facial screening is very beautiful, but you know, now that I'm comparing them, I could have swore that Mystery Squad Kenzie had freckles, but I guess not, because she doesn't have freckles. So she does have that unique aspect about her, and that this Leia does have freckles painted on, and some light eyeshadow, nothing crazy, maybe some lipstick, or that might just be her natural lip color. It's a little dark, it's probably lipstick. Um, Her outfit, though, is definitely not my favorite, and it probably fits a lot better on another body type. I mean, I'll admit it does look better than I thought it would. A lot of the other pictures that we were getting of them in box made this look really frumpy on her, but this fabric, like, they were not kidding. This is really, really elastic, and actually, I mean, that's not terrible. I just personally don't like the skirt length on my dolls, but it's got kind of a cute cutout on the side. They did put a little bit of like plastic around her knees. I'm not sure why they did that for her and none of the other dolls, but that kind of has me a little worried that this material might stain over time, and I really hope that that's not the case. But she also comes with what I think this is also a new shoe sculpt, because I've never seen these like wedge sandal heels with this little loop strap at the back. I've never seen this before, but if you've ever seen this on another Barbie body, let me know. Now, moving on to the final doll in this collection, we have Barbie Basics number 5, and she is definitely growing on me. Like, I was saying that Heidi was going to be my third favorite, but she's really up there. Like, I think her and Claudette are tied for my favorite doll in this collection. So this is the 5th one. She uses the Heidi face sculpt. Now, for those of you that care, it is pronounced Heidi, not Haida. I asked Bill Greening, and he did say it is pronounced Heidi. So she does use the Heidi face sculpt. And this face sculpt has never been used or made in this dark or tan complexion before. Heidi, whenever she was first released, was, you can see her up there, she had a very light complexion, like Nutra, I think, was her skin tone. And since then, she has been made in a darker, like the Afro skin tone, but she's never been made in this tan complexion before, and I love her. I think she looks so, so beautiful. I love her neutral makeup. I love her brown eyes. I love her, oh my goodness, of course, her like 2016 Ariana Grande ponytail. I mean, of course I love it. A lot of people were making comparisons between this Heidi and Ariana Grande. I mean, you can't not see it. I mean, come on. The hoop earrings, I mean, come on. And yeah, she comes with some very beautiful golden hoop earrings. Another very usable piece. She is just absolutely beautiful, and her hair is a lot longer than I thought it would be. I can tell that she has a middle part too, because the rooting, you can see how it's like kind of scrunched up in the middle. So she does have a middle part, and they did bother to wrap the hair around the elastic so that the elastic is hidden. But I love her neutral brown eyeshadow and her happier expression. That's what I liked about the Heidi face sculpt, is that she was really the only one in the Barbie looks line that kind of looked happy. I like some of my Barbies to look miserable, but that's kind of why I don't collect Integrity toys. One of the reasons is that all the dolls look so miserable. Like they look so either they look really bitchy or they look really uh sad. But I like having happy looking dolls, and that's something that I really loved about the Heidi face sculpt, and that's something that made her unique in the Barbie looks line. And I'll say I love Heidi's dress too. Like, she's probably got my second favorite outfit in the collection. I wonder how she would look like in Carl's outfit, but I love this mini dress that she has with this cute little cutout on the chest. It looks so good on her. It's so well conformed to her body, but that's probably because they didn't want to make it too big, because they probably still wanted to fit on the petite body. And she is curvy. And she is not a new skin tone for curvy. We have seen this skin tone many, many times for the curvy body. because the curvy body is the second oldest made to move Barbie body that Mattel has made, and this is very close to the made to move dancer body, if you remember her from a few years ago. Her shoes also are not new, unfortunately. These are a Barbie Looks shoe sculpt. I believe that they were used in the third wave of Barbie Looks as well, but they weren't ever made in this black color. So overall, I love this new Barbie Basics collection, and I am so excited to see what else they do with it. Like, what sculpts will we see in future waves? What new skin tones will we have for the Made to Move body? I mean, will they introduce new body types as well? I mean, that would be really cool to see. And of course, I would also love to see some male dolls in this collection, which I'm sure Mattel will hear our cries and that we will get some male Barbie Basics as well. And hopefully they also have the updated neck mechanism. But also at the toy fair, something that I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit was the Barbie, I think it's called You Create. I think it's called You Create Barbie Basics collection that was teased at the toy fair yesterday as well. So it's a new collection that is headed by Carlisle Nuera that is also going to be releasing. I think Mattel is going to officially reveal it on March the 6th, I believe, is when they're going to be making like a Mattel Creation revealed video on it. And I'm assuming that's also when the dolls are going to drop, or doll. Like, I hope they don't do it all at once. I hope it's just one collection, because apparently they're going to be $100 a piece. But there's that new collection, which is basically they're going to be having these $100 packs that are going to come with 3 different types of made-to-move Barbie bodies, 3 unique new, and I got confirmation from the designer, they are new face sculpts included in that pack. And also it's going to come with wigs and also some basic fashion pieces and jewelry and shoes. So for $100, you're getting 3 dolls, basically 3 fully articulated made to move dolls with new face sculpts. And that collection really came out of left field. Like, I did not expect for Mattel to be doing anything like this. There's been a lot of mixed feelings to that collection, just like there has been to the Barbie Basics themselves. Personally, I think it's a really cool idea. I mean, I've paid $100 for one doll with no articulation before. And with this, you get 3 different bodies that you can use with those dolls or with other dolls if you want to, because yeah, the pegs are still, you can still use them with regular Barbie heads. And the sculpts that come with them, what we've seen, are very beautiful. They're all new sculpts, so that adds to the value for me. I'm not super in love with the wigs, admittedly, because Mattel has not had a great track record when it's come to wigs on their Barbie dolls. You can always tell it's a wig. Like, it bumps up from the head too much. Really, the only one that I liked was the afro one that they had, and I think that's really just because, you know, from the volume of the afro, it kind of hides what hair cap you could have seen. I guess what I'm seeing people say the most about the You Create line is that they kind of seem to be going against what fashion doll collectors want, and I don't understand that personally, because I mean, it's everything that I want in a fashion doll. I mean, it's got the articulation I want, it's got the unique face sculpts, it's got some basic usable pieces, but I guess a lot of people are just still really missing the original Barbie Basics, which were just like really cheap, affordable, like cheap priced dolls that just had basic articulation with the glammed up facial screenings. And that's one of the things that makes me kind of hate the fact that they changed it from Barbie Looks to Barbie Basics. I mean, like, if they would have just kept it called Barbie Looks, I don't feel like it would have been getting nearly as much polarizing feedback as it is right now, because whenever you call it Barbie Basics, people are never not going to compare it to the original thing. And it's never going to be the original thing. I mean, unless they just do straight up reproductions of the original ones, which I didn't want. I didn't want that. Those dolls, to me, they're not old enough to be making reproductions of, even though they are very beautiful. But I'm a collector, and like I said before, I'm sitting on one of the many, many branches of adult doll collectors, and they each branch kind of wants their own thing. And to me, this collection is really satisfying what the people on my branch want. And the people on my branch are doll customizers as well as collectors. And this collection really offers a lot for us. I mean, it offers a lot to us people that could use those made-to-move body types and those skin tones, who love adding new face sculpts to their collection. And I'm really sad for the people who can't see the good in this line. Some people are just going to be forever nostalgia blind, but there's a lot to love in this new Barbie Basics collection, and I hope it's successful. I really do, because I want to see this. I want to see this much pandering to adult doll customizers in Mattel forever. Like, I just want this to be a permanent thing, because that's really what it is. I mean, that's what the Barbie Looks line is, and that's what this new Barbie Basics is. And especially with those new You Create packs, I mean, it's really just giving you a starter kit, basically. You're getting a starter kit for being a doll customizer. I guess the one thing that I am worried about with those kits is that, from what I know, they're just going to be Mattel Creations exclusive. I don't know if they're going to be available anywhere else. But they're essentially blind boxes. I mean, you know what's inside, but you also can't check the facial screenings to make sure they don't have wonk eye. So spending $100 from Mattel Creations for them to hold your money until they decide to finally ship those kits to you, and then you finally get them and then they have wonk eye, I would be very disappointed. I mean, there's 3 heads in that box, 3 heads that I have to worry about having messed up facial screenings. I mean, I'm having nightmares just thinking about that, to be completely honest. But overall, I'm super, super happy with this collection, and I don't know about you all, but really this is everything that I love about modern Barbie collecting. But what do you think of Mattel's new Barbie Basics collection? Leave your opinions in the comment section down below. Something that I want to mention real quick, and I know that this might be kind of confusing to some people, is I'm one of those YouTubers where I heart all the comments, and I just do that more so for, like, thank you for commenting, you know? Thank you for leaving your opinion. Thank you for putting in the effort to type something up and reply to the video. You know, that's why I love people's comments. Like, in a reasonable amount of time, like within the first few days where I upload a video, it doesn't mean that I agree with your opinion. You know, I might, but it's more so like, thank you for leaving your opinion, you know? So thank you for those of you that do leave comments. And in the comments, let me know which Barbie face sculpt would you love to see in the next wave of the regular Barbie Basics, because the kits, they're all going to have new face sculpts, and they will come in different skin tones. It's not going to be just the one that we saw at Toy Fair. Like, they'll come in different skin tones. So for the regular ones that are going to be using existing Barbie face sculpts, which sculpts would you like to see represented in this collection? For me, I just want one doll that's got the Frida sculpt. Give that poor girl one more doll. I mean, come on. She hasn't got a single other doll since the Barbie Looks line, and I just think that's so sad. So many people forget about Frida. She's such a cute face sculpt. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my content to help me out in the algorithm, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so, so much. Bye.